That might be better. Turn that down though. Alright. So this time I actually let people know that I was going to be streaming. Because I was like, better off do that. So welcome to the stream. What a day in the market it's been. Welcome to the stream, Zach. Welcome to the stream, Sean. Dylan, Red Day, I know. How's your portfolio doing today? It's rough. Evening, Chris, Finley. The goat. I mean, the portfolio is not really screaming great. It's not doing well. It isn't doing well. We are red, and I will show it in a minute. We'll just give it some suspense and wait for some people to come in. Do you know what I'll do? When we've got a few people joined, I'll do it in the chat. You've all got to guess how much I'm down. We'll do it by... Do we do it by percentage or do we do it by the amount of money? We'll do it by the amount of money. And then... Margin called. No. Show us your Oscar holding. I've bought more today. Messi has a bad game now and then. Yeah, no, it's brutal. I mean, it's not... No, I'll give a clip. That'll give a clue. I won't say that. Alright, so everyone's starting to put in the chat what they think. So put in the chat now, how much do you think I'm down by pounds? We'll do it by pounds, we won't do it by percentage. And I will see if anyone gets close to it. Someone's really close. Someone's very, very close. I'll see if anyone can get closer. Yeah, so guess in the chat how much I'm down in pounds. So someone said 20, someone said 18k, 12k, 13k, 5k, 20k, 20k, 23, 22. so someone is very close. God, a lot of people were saying high numbers. What does this all like crown stuff mean? Like the number one crown stuff? Okay. Okay, someone is so close. I'll just read it out. So Jack is the closest with 13k. So I'll stop with the suspense, guys, because it's probably a bit like, there's no point. Okay, the closest was 13k, and it is... I'm down 13.5. So yeah, it's pretty brutal. I mean, some of you thought it was even worse than this, so yeah, mad, but down 13,300 now, so it's going up. It's mad to think like yeah, not bad. I mean, yeah, it's not great seeing that, but it's just weird how I can stomach it, and I'm just like, it's just part of it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's a very, very red day. I mean, it's still not as bad as what it was last week, because I did a portfolio update video and my investments, as you can see here, was 180. So we're £6,000 up from last week, but it does look brutal. So I'm still, even with this red day, I'm still up 6,000 from last week, from last week's portfolio, but then that was because it had a horrible correction then, and we've had another I don't want to say correction, because we're not even in a correction. That's the scary thing. the S&P 500 hasn't even done a correction. Let's actually see what the S&P 500 is. So the S&P 500 is down 1.6%. I'm just gonna... Yeah, the S&P 500 is down 1.6%, and we're up in the last 5 days. Can we say the same for my portfolio? No. Like, it's been rough. Down 2.1% from the highs of the S&P 500, but look, we could have a lot more to go. Year to date up 14%. If we have a look at the fear and greed index as well, we're down. Well, I say down. We're in extreme fear at 23. What's people's opinions on this? Yeah, no, exactly. It's me. That's how you should reflect of it. I'll go on to that in a minute, but yeah, extreme fear are in, which is quite interesting because the fact that it's saying extreme fear and the S&P 500 is barely down is quite interesting. I've gone all in on Walmart for the recession. Oh, that's interesting, John. So some people have taken profits. I need SoFi to fall. I want 300 shares of SoFi. Yeah, I want to pick up some SoFi as well, and I think I'll buy some SoFi in the invest account. I mean, the invest account is looking not great, and it just goes back to like I was buying the stocks when I bought the 2 stocks in my invest account. I was buying at the local top, so I've just been absolutely burnt. But then that's just the thing is as well that it just shows you short term. If you're needing to put your money in the stock market and needing it in the next few months, then definitely don't do that. So because you can get an example of what my invest account is like. So, but I'm sure give it some time, and I think it'll be quite a good little portfolio there. But we'll see. You scam me on Oscar. Oh yeah, we'll go on. Oscar is down as well. I'm down on Oscar as well. Down 1%. I think I'll buy a bit more in. I think as well, Oscar, I'm going to be buying in the invest account. And you got to think Oscar is trading at a 0.4 times sales. So its price to sales is 0.4 times. And you've got to realise some of these growth stocks are trading at 50 times price to sales. And Oscar's at 0.4. Yes, because everyone's worried and we want confirmation on is the subsidies going to be extended or not. But I've gone through it and I've done a video as well, and I've spoken about it on a live stream, like in the earnings and in the presentation and recent videos. This and the CEO Mark, he's saying like they haven't priced in the fact that the subsidies are going to be extended. They've gone off the fact that they're not going to be, and they've still said in 2026 they're going to be profitable. So I'm not actually worried with Oscar, and I think yes, it could be a rough ride in the next year, probably even a year, could be less, but even let's say a year, it could be a rough ride, and I might be down on this position for a while. But it is what it is. Like you're not in the stock market to just make a monthly income. It's that doesn't work like that. You like we'll look back in this. I'll look back at this in I don't know a few years time, and I'll be like, I'm glad I was buying Oscar, and I'm glad I held on to it. So Um, Bitcoin is down to 98,000, is it? That's crazy. No, I didn't pick up more Snapchat. Snapchat's a weird one because I just don't know if I can. I don't know if I would want to put my last £1,300 in Snapchat. To be honest, I'd rather put it into, at this moment in time, Oscar. But we could see, because of the state Oscar's in, and even the market, to be honest. But we could see Oscar go down to like 12, which would be pretty crazy, but it's a possibility. And if I can catch that, that would be really good. And if it stays like this, when I get paid in a few weeks' time, I'll pick up some Oscar, I think, in the invest account. That's what I'm going to do. The Michael Burry, hasn't he stopped his short with Palantir now? Isn't that just come out saying he stopped his short with Palantir? Can anyone confirm that for me? Yeah, Charlie. Well, I wouldn't say I'm annoyed actually. No, like, because I don't. You can't ever time the market. Um, every price and every stock that I bought, I believed it was a good price, and I'm happy. I stick with this. I believe buying Oscar at $17 when I did was a great price. Obviously my average is 14, but I did average up, and I was happy because I still think it was a good price. And long term, I think I will be right. Obviously, you never know. I could get it wrong, but and obviously that's the whole point of this channel. I'll be sharing that and being really transparent with everyone on it, because you can't win them all. But I'm 85-90% confident, because otherwise I wouldn't have even bothered doing the research or investing in the stock. But um, I think this could have a. I think Oscar could have that potential though of like I said with SoFi, it's that all-in-one financial app, and Oscar could go down that route of being that all-in-one kind of app for health. I've done if anyone wants to know more about Oscar, I've done a video on it, and people can have a look at that and look at why I was buying it a few months ago. Obviously, I've not made any returns on it since that video, but it is what it is. Like, yeah, and you get these explosive. I think with growth stocks, especially, they're very reactional. Once things go in the right direction, hence like once this whole health subsidies, once we got a confirmation of yes or no, the market can go, okay, this is now happening. It's now a no, or yes, it's a now a yes, and Oscar's going to make a load more money than they've actually even projected. So then it will probably react very, very well. If it doesn't get extended, I think Oscar could trade how it is, how the price is now, maybe go down a bit more, but that's fine, because then the next thing would be the earnings, and that will be the new reaction. The new reaction for Wall Street will be the earnings of going, oh, actually their revenues aren't as bad as what we thought it would be, or oh, they are actually going down the route of being profitable, and then it will start bringing momentum, and everyone will forget the fact that the subsidies didn't ever get extended, but maybe they do get extended. Yeah, Oscar needs a logo for their stock, yeah. But you've got to remember, guys, this is trading at 0.4 times price to sales. It's now a 3.5 billion market cap. The growth for this stock is just mad. Like, look at the revenue growth of this. Look at that. It's run by a good CEO, good management team. So that's why I'm buying. Obviously, by the way, like when you watch these streams and watch these YouTube videos, don't just copy me, or because I know a lot of people do, and that's never the way to learn. Like, you should try and do your own research, because you would panic on situations like this. You'd be like, can't sleep at night and stuff, and I can sleep at night because I know what I hold. Boyd, I'm good, thanks. I'm good, thanks, even though obviously it's a bit of a red day, but um, all my holdings reported incredible earnings just to be demolished. Iron's an interesting one as well. Look how much it's gone down. This is the thing, a lot of the hyped up stocks have been absolutely punished, like really, really badly. I think even Nibius has actually had a bad time. Yeah. Yeah, you got to remember though, SoFi is getting absolutely demolished. I know, like 11% in a day is insane, but know what you hold, and you should be fine. But then, I mean, look at the gains it's had. Like it, when you zoom out, 118% in the last year. It doesn't look so bad then. Yeah, Honest, I just put into the invest account, yeah. And I've actually done a video on Honest as well. Um, so yeah, that's the market so far. I don't know what everyone's thinking or how's everyone doing with the market. I mean, Ondus had an insane earnings. They did insane. So congratulations to everyone that does hold Ondus. What was it? Oh yeah, no. Ondus has had an insane run because, and for this to do this in the market, like 19% in a day on a market day like this, fair play. And it's because their earnings were incredible. And that's what I was saying in the streams is like they are priced so highly because people are anticipating high growth. I didn't really know if they were or not because I wasn't looking at Ondus day to day, and I haven't looked into it. Um, but the people that were looking into Ondus, they had conviction in it, and it's paid off. Like their earnings are incredible. They're really, really good. Um, and the guidance was raised a lot as well. So yeah, Ondus looks looking good. I still wouldn't. I don't know if I would. I'm not going to be buying it. I don't think, because I just haven't done the research, and yeah, and it's just one of those, isn't it? Like it's hard to buy growth stocks because where do you argue where the line is of how expensive it is? Because isn't it trading at 40, 50 times price to earnings, price to sales? Sorry, like 50 times price to sales is high. Nibius is an interesting one. I think I remember looking at Nibius when it was around this price. Yeah, because this was when it had that massive boom. Was it? Yeah. So they had that deal. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was a big one of the Mag 7. Can't remember now. Oh, anyway, Microsoft, was it? They had that deal. It went up to 90. It just exploded, and now it's pretty much at the same price. Even when it went up to 90, I was like, when you use those numbers that they got from that deal, I mean, it kind of looks still good to buy. Um, and then obviously it ran up all the way to like 130. But I don't know like too much into Nibius to even comment about the ins and outs of things. So I don't want to comment, but I think Meta's getting harshly beaten up. Hence why I've been buying up a lot of Meta in the invest account. I'm down on Meta. I'm down like 10% on Meta. I think Grab is going to be an interesting one. Yes, it hasn't really done anything when it comes to stock price, but the fundamentals and financials are going in the right direction for sure. So, like I said, the financial side of it has done well. The financial segment, that's something that I think will really explode, and it did, to be fair, in the last quarter. But I think they're going to have their first full year of being profitable. If they do in their next quarter, we need their next quarter to do that in Q4. But they've got so much cash. They're doing a few acquisitions, I believe now, small ones. Go2 was back on the cards again. Don't know if that's going to be happening. Amazon, Amazon is another one that I'm debating whether to get in the invest account. I would have liked to have got Google when it was down, when no one was wanting to buy Google. But to be fair, like, I just, yeah, Palantir's had a hard time, but that was always expected. I've said it in so many videos and streams. I'm like, this is just crazy. Although I was looking, I know it's still crazy, but in some ways it's kind of not. Like, the forward PE now has come down quite a lot. So if we go on here and we look at their forward PE, 186, and Tesla trades at this PE. Tesla's been trading at this PE for quite a few years, and Palantir's not trading at this currently, but the forward PE, if it stays the same, which I found quite interesting. So it's catching up, if you could say. Yeah, Amazon is entering the grocery space, which, yeah, definitely is a segment that a lot of people, I don't think, are realizing how huge and big that's going to be for Amazon. Yeah, Amazon will be a super app. I was wondering why you had so little Nike and Iron compared to the rest of your stocks. Oh, it's because I didn't actually. It's kind of like a watch list. Iron and Nike was, yeah, like a watch list, really. So, yeah, PayPal is another one that I'm like debating. It's a just no one wants to buy it, but they're buying back their own stock. It's literally down in the dumps, really, but it's such a good stock to hold, I think, at the moment. Like, it's valued 13p. What is the forward PE for it? Or is it not really much different because the growth isn't like crazy? 11. Yeah. Isn't it crazy? People were paying 60 times earnings forward PE as well in 2021. Yeah, PayPal, I do agree. It is definitely a stock that you could sleep at night and create a big position in, I believe. Obviously, that is not financial advice, and don't count me on that, but it's something I've been debating. Big one with AMD as well that I wanted to say is Lisa Su saying 35% revenue growth for the next 5 years. Like, that downplays my whole projections that I had for AMD that I did last year completely. It goes beyond my expectations, so I'm really happy with that. So obviously I had projections up until 2028, and it looks like it could be a lot more. Like a lot more, because I was having them grow at like 20%, or no, 22%, or I think, off the top of my head, in 2028, and she's saying, and Lisa Su's saying 35%, so dramatically different. So yeah, I'm happy with that. But yeah, what a day, what a day indeed. Like, like that is a lot of red, a lot of red. But this is why I wanted to come on as well and just talk to you guys, um, about the market. I did a video as well today. Check out the video after the stream. I did a video on Honest and why I've been buying up Honest stock. It is definitely more of a riskier stock to have, but and more very speculative. It's a very small market cap, but I've been buying up Honest, and Oscar, to be fair. But yeah, and you got to think as well. Lisa Su is very. She likes to downplay stuff. She doesn't like to get too excited and hyped up, but she seems confident and very sure that this is gonna happen almost, and it's good to see because she Lisa Su isn't that type of character to like, yeah. Yeah, I need to look more into like the potential of how much the crypto segment could bring for SoFi. I mean, it's gonna probably be a very huge. Well, it is going to be a huge part because SoFi are going to be the only regulated, like, bank being able for you to be able to have and hold crypto. So people are going to feel a lot more safer holding crypto in SoFi rather than any other platform, and that's what Anthony Noto's been saying. So, and I think you can. They've done it so you can like get it in your current account and made it more accessible. I don't know 100%. So I think crypto could be massive, and they've just started releasing it, haven't they? To like not everyone, but a few. We've got 98 people in here. This is crazy. Hit the like button if you're enjoying the stream, guys. Cyber to CrowdStrike. I'm not sure. I've not looked at it. I've not looked at CrowdStrike, to be fair. if we got a 10 to 20% correction in the S&P 500, I'm just gonna make that clear. This figure here will go to a 20% S&P 500 correction, 20%. This would probably be £100,000. So I will be down. I say I'd be down a lot. I'll be still up, but yeah, it will go to here. So yeah, that would be horrible to see, but I mean, it can happen, and you got to be prepared for that. I mean, I'd be probably buying AMD and SoFi, possibly Palantir, depending on the price Palantir got to, because AMD, Palantir, SoFi are my highest conviction stocks, hence why I've got this amount in each one. But yeah, I'll top them up. I would so top those stocks up for sure. I mean, I wouldn't be able to because I don't have any cash in my ISA unless this happened next year after April. Then I would be able to, but I'd be buying it in the invest account. But yeah, like that would be mad, but it could happen. So let me know in the chat, guys, how much are you down? Let me know in the chat how much you guys are down. Are you down 1%? Are you up 2%? Are you down 4%? I mean, a lot of Ondus holders will be up. Their portfolio will be very green. Rigetti. This one has been on TikTok as a lot, hasn't it? I don't really see why people would want to hold or buy this stock, but it's been hyped up loads. There could be reasons for it, but I'm pretty sure I looked. Yeah, why would you want to buy that? I don't know. I mean, obviously, yeah, I don't know. That is so overvalued, it's insane. Down 2.2%, down 4%, down 3.1%, down 7.9%. Down 1.7%. That's not even that bad, to be fair. I agree, Dan. I think a 10-20% correction will be around the corner. Could be starting. What do you think about the Train 212 feature of share funding? Share lending. I haven't really looked at it, to be honest. Down 2.2%. Luckily increased my position in Ondus, which has saved my bacon. Only two bigger positions are AMD and SoFi. Down 8% today. Jeez. Down 2.26%. Down 15%. Down 15%. Down 1.7%. See, at least you guys aren't down as much as me then, because I'm down 7.5. So I'm down a lot. I am down a lot, but I'm still up from my last week's portfolio video. So I guess that's the only positive you can see. And I mean, on the month, I'm up 1.4%. So I'm a bit green there. I've got to kind of zoom out and be like, this is fine. So the jobs data hasn't come out. That's what's making the market red. So yeah, there's actually a lot of a few variables why the market is red. They're saying a lot of people are not thinking the rate cuts are going to be happening now. It's like 50-50, whereas before people thought were very confident rate cuts were going to happen. So, yeah. Are we going to get a V-shaped recovery? But there isn't like a massive headline saying this is what's happened, and do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, no, you got to think like people wanted data to go off, and obviously because the government shutdowns, obviously they've reopened, they've not released it, so that could be one of the reasons. People, they're now coming out saying they're concerned about inflation, when Powell said previously he's not worried about inflation. So yeah, and to be fair, like sometimes these are really good earnings. Sorry, I've just looked. That's really good. But is that Nubank? Yeah. You just got to think like markets just go up and down, and sometimes, and today is just a day where it's going to be down. You got your mother on Train 212. Did she use my code Ben to get a free fractional share? No, I can't tell her. I can't say what you should buy and what you can't, because I can get it wrong as well. Because as you can see here, I am down on Oscar. I don't get it right all the time. I don't want people thinking I get every stock right, because I don't. Well, recently I have, but oh yeah, we'll see in a few years' time. What do you think to research? You got to think as well, like they're kind of in their different stages of their life cycle, you could say. These companies like AMD were in their horrible life cycle. That's why they traded at $80. Like no one wanted it. Now they're in their great life cycle. Everyone's going to be wanting a bit to buy their GPUs and the chips. Hence why it's got where it's got to now. SoFi, like they're now becoming a company where they're just growing rapidly. Every segment's doing well. They're a profitable company now. So now it's reflected in the price. Oscar's just not at that stage. It's not profitable. It wants to be profitable in 2026. So you just got to like give it time. It's just not Oscar's. It's just not got the right macro kind of environments and things going for it at the moment, and no one's going to want to buy it. And some people just don't want to risk it because they don't believe what the management's saying. They don't believe it. They think it's gonna not be profitable. They don't think it's gonna hit 14 billion in revenue and 5% margins and have an EPS of $2.25. They don't believe that in 2027. They need to see a bit of proof and it happening. So yeah, we'll have to see, but it's just what happens. I thought I was green then, but it's because I'm on the 3 months. But yeah, Nubank's earnings. Let's see what have they reacted well. Has Nubank reacted well? Yep, up 2.8%. You'll take that on this red day, to be fair. No, I didn't actually look at him properly. No, I mean, yeah, I didn't. I don't want to have 2 health stocks, to be fair. Just one's enough. Yeah, we were up so much on Oscar at one point, but I'm sure it'll happen again. It's just one of those, isn't it? It's just one of those. It means I can buy more shares. It's not like do you know what I mean? I'll have more shares this time. And I'm sure I'll probably buy some more if it stays. Hopefully, I'm hoping it actually goes down more. That's why I'm holding off, because I'm now at the last legs of the cash position. Welcome to the stream. Hey man, was it Trump's tweet about health insurance that tanked Oscar? Yeah, that is what it set it off. Yeah, and delaying the fact that we're not going to get an announcement and a decision until December now, because the decision was meant to be this month, and they've delayed it till December. So people are now thinking the subsidies are not going to be extended, whereas before they were a bit more confident that they were, but still not confident. But now it's more like very unsure. So that's why Oscar's absolutely just tanked. If the subsidies get extended, you would think Oscar would kind of go up a lot. I'm down like 6,500 in my portfolio. Everything red. The market. Yeah, it's not nice. I mean, I'm down, so I hope that helps. And that's why I did this stream. I was like, I'll share that I'm down as well, and we can go through the pain together. And that's the whole point of the channel, really, is to just show you what I come across research wise, what I'm doing. If anyone wants to go and watch the Honest video where I talk about why I've bought some shares in the invest account of Honest, then check out that video, give it a like, give it some support. I appreciate that a lot. And I've been buying Meta so much, and it's just not, it goes down and down and down. What is it now? I don't even want to look at the invest account. It's just red. Yeah, Meta's just not doing it, but that's fine. To be honest with you, if it can stay that price or go down more, Meta, that's fine, because I get paid every month, and every month I'll be putting like some money into that. Broke together, exactly. What's my FX impact looking like? That's a good point. Let's have a look. So I'm down on AMD for FX impact. Same with Fubo by a bit. This is bad. This one I'm down 4%. Let's look at Oscar. Oscar, I'm actually up on FX impact. Palantir, I'm up. I'm pretty much break even on FX impact. Snapchat, I'm up 1.8% on that. SoFi down 3.5. Tesla down 4.8. So what I do for work is I'm a videographer and an editor. So that's what I do for my job. How much have I got in Honest? I can't remember how many shares I've actually got. I'll share the portfolio at some point on the stream again. I'll do it another time, because I don't want to see the red comp. I just don't want to see it. Oh, you know what? Screw it. It is what it is. That's the whole point of this. So yeah, I've got 685 shares of Honest, and Meta down 8.10. Got 10 shares of this though. Come back in a few years and see if I'm right though. But this is crazy as well, because like they've got 70 odd million in cash, Honest, no debt. Honest has no debt, 70 odd million in cash, and their market cap is 288 million. So, and their last quarter is profitable. A software cloud engineer, I'm not smart enough for that. Yeah, I do all sorts. I do weddings, corporate videos, filming cars, like races, motorsport, music events, all sorts. Yeah, Honest hasn't got any debt. The revenue is declining though for Honest, and that's why it's been hurt like a lot. But that's because they've cut out a lot of the deadwood and a lot of the products that the margins were hurting them, so they've got rid of them, and they're going with the products that are doing well. I've done a whole video on it today, so and that segment has been growing, and they've been getting repeatable orders, so they're going to like double down on that. So the next few quarters, the revenue is going to look bad. So naturally, the market's just not going to want to buy the stock. And then they'll start picking it up, the revenues again. Yeah, obviously, guys, do your own research when you get into Honest, because it is a very small market cap. There's things can go wrong, and they might not do this whole transformation 2.0 right. It might not go to plan, but if it does, it's a huge opportunity. Definitely check out my YouTube video on it, and check out more YouTube videos on it, or just do your own research. Have a look at the company, have a look at the investor relations, and yeah, because that's what I've been doing. Because they've exited low margin categories, and their wipes and personal care, which is 50% of their revenues, that's growing. That's what's doing well, double digit growth. And the other 20%, they're kind of getting rid of, stopping. So that's 20% is going to obviously hurt their top line, the revenue. So it's not going to look good on the face of it. Yeah, and I'm sure they will expand into other products. I think I'm going to end off the stream here, but just wanted to come on here and do this stream because I think days like this is important to do a live stream. I'm down a lot. It could get worse, or it could be green tomorrow. You just don't know. And that's the stock market for you guys. And it's also more mentally, if you're mentally strong, because you got to be in the stock market if you're going to be looking at it every day, which I have to because I cover it on my YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, so I have to look at it every day. But just sometimes just switch off from it. Don't look at it and just chill out and get on with whatever you do. But don't just keep looking at it because it's just not going to help mentally. If you've got any cash on the side and you think any stocks that you've got in your portfolio look good deals, then go for it. But if you don't think they're good deals, then don't. But that's what you should research and look into. And everyone's got every different risk to reward ratios. Oh, I appreciate that, Lewis. I was nearly not going to do a video on Honest stock because a lot of people were requesting it in my Patreon, in my Discord, and saying, can you do one? And I was like, I just do, because it's such a small market cap, I was like, not sure. But that's why I said in the video, it's a risky one, but this is my thoughts, and I'm sharing my thoughts. So and there we go. So yeah, hopefully it was a useful, interesting video, and my take on things and how it could go. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. But yeah, I'm gonna end up ending the stream now. But we'll see if this is green tomorrow. Let's see. Let's see. But hit the like button if you're enjoy it. Well, if you've enjoyed the stream, and subscribe if you're brand new. And yeah, I'll see you